national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Paul. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Penn State's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Every time these two meet, it feels huge. It was that way last year, Ohio State going into Happy Valley. But the script rarely seems to deviate. Penn State never seems to find a way to be able to beat the Buckeyes.
No, and this one went right down the wire last year, too, David. Remember that? Penn State had the ball down on Ohio State's 1-yard line in the fourth quarter. A little bit of time left. They go incomplete. They're stopped. Then Ohio State just milled it. They kept the ball for 11 plays and walked out with the dub.
And the good thing is, by watching this game today, you're going to see some weird stuff. Last year, you remember you saw turnovers inside the 5-yard line. Something always happens in this matchup, but Penn State's got to get this monkey off their back.
Hand off from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Back open in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Kyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoffs.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. They'll run the sneak for it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Surging forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Singleton. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without touchdown, Nittany Lions. Great job by the back on the option.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes Buckeyes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Grabbed behind the line, it's Singleton. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Punt is in the air on fourth down. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. Here's the pressure. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Dinkins. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. That's caught. It's Dinkins. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Allard. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And and the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Michigan State.
They're going to throw it to start the drive.
We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's reeled in. It's Ross. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Dinkins. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on second down. Got it set up on the outside. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Sayin. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll move the wide receiver. Snap from the gun on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tate. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Here's the handoff. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They get to him as he throws. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wide receiver comes in motion. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Moses. Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
And when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the passer. The snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's caught. It's Dinkins. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks the tackle. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab near the marker, it's Ross. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Back to pass, it's Aller. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. While will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. On the run, it's Singleton. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. You know, the way he's going has me churning through the old memory bank here for the single-game touchdown record at Penn State. You know who that was?
I have no idea.
Well, everyone knows it was Harry Robb. Went to the house 6 times in 1917. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Sayin. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. From the gun, wants to pass. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. The give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Aller. Fakes the grab. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big 10 action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Michigan State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. On target to the left. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. And on first down, they sent the field goal team out, I guess hoping to cause confusion and delay and some type of befuddlement. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. He fires a bullet to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Graham. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. There he goes. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. It's a draw. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Back to pass, it's Sayin. A strike downfield. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Quick completion to the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Tate. Still running at the 40. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown Buckeyes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Dropping back, it's Aller. Caught over the middle, it's Dinkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Pena. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Got his man on the right.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Singleton. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Aller. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And the Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. This is a designed run. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They boot it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Reynolds. Enemy territory, they're down at the 43-yard line. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Allard. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Got it behind the line. It's Dinkins. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. The screen, he can go. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a 4th down looms and decision time for this offense. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. To the air, it's Sayin. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Grab near the marker, it's Smith. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. On the move, it's Ball. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Peoples. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away.
Coming up, 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's going to run it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. This offense has it with really good field position. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job getting the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking for a crease, it's Singleton.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Tate. And they're able to make the tackle. And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Grab behind the line. It's Dinkins. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
To the air, it's Allard. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
On the play. Second down coming up.
Using his legs, it's Singleton. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by a field goal over Vanderbilt. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. So Penn State takes down Ohio State, a couple of Blue Bloods, cornerstone programs in college football, and you know both sides can't wait until they meet again. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.